Hello, 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 my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to episode number 27 on the Wildlands series for Farming Simulator 25. My name is Free Machine Gaming, and welcome, welcome, welcome back. Hope you guys doing great, hope you guys doing awesome, and hope you guys doing fantastic, because I am as usual. Okay, so we added a few mods from last time. My favorite all-time logging tractor, aka silage dumper, the Penroth T-Wolf 900 is now 900 horsepower from Farming Simulator 22 has now been brought over to Farming Simulator 25. This is an amazing machine for doing logging, just saying. We also downgraded from the slurry to the Sky X50X, whatever that's called there, fertilizer spreader. So as you can see, we also added the mod of automatic milk sales. So as you can see, I wanted to point out that even after buying the milk, selling the milk at 6 o'clock in the morning and filling the entire food, we bought all of it. We bought the fertilizer, we bought everything. We still have 190,000. So we're ready to go. As you can see, we're ready to go to start doing this stuff. And we decided to get some major trailers in here. This is from the Liquid Trans series, the Colossus series. It holds 5 million liters. We have 500,000 slurry. So I've made a decision. I also have to tell you guys one thing. Okay, before we start. Now, Sugarcane is really, really, really different and really, really, really weird. Okay, so you get a huge yield on it, and you also get a decent amount of money for it, even on hard mode. As you can see, we are on hard mode. See? Hard mode right there. It's weird, okay? So you get a big thing for it, but it costs a lot of money to plant it. But, okay, so when you first harvest it, all the regular stuff comes up, like lime and all that stuff, right? So here's the weird thing that I found out. See how we're at 100%, 97% fertilized? When you first harvest it, and I'll show you, it gives you this like weird, like white state, but it looks like straw almost, if you can see it by the camera, okay? But it doesn't, you can fertilize it once, but it doesn't pop up like for another month. So it takes 2 months. As you can see, we've went ahead 2 months, okay, to get it to where you can fertilize it a second time. So it's really weird. And I found out that the yield is going to go down. I watched a few videos on it. So we've also moved the Omatana from way over there to here. We're going to do silage. Okay. So every 2 months, what I'm going to do in game is literally, we brought back the Big M450 with the snuffle stock or whatever Albert said, so that we can pull our Colossus Super Collect. Holds 5 million liters. We're going to mow every inch of grass that we have, put it in there, and when we get 5 million liters of silage, now get this, ready? Silage sells for as much as sugarcane. It sells for like 120 to 150 per thousand. So you put 5 million in there, that's 500,000. So I've made a decision, and then we've got to get busy harvesting the next field over of sugarcane. I'm not going to come back on this series until we have at least $1 million in the bank. That way we make a big chunky payment, and I'll show you up here why. We have $6.78 million to pay off. So technically, if we come back every million, that's 7 more videos that I'm going to post on this series. We're going to buy all of our fertilizer, all of our stuff. And then you can see we still got 200,000, and we haven't even sold the sugarcane yet. So it's going to be pretty awesome. So that's what we're going to do, and then we can just chunk off, and it'll be like 7 more videos. And as you can see, these fields are ready. So we've also, let's hit statistics. Actually, last month in January was the first month we don't have anything that's in the red. See, maintenance is 609. It's going down because I'm getting rid of stuff. Okay, so we're starting to make some serious stuff, but statistics, I'm at 2,800 trees. I want to get you up real quick in the air to show you guys how much progress we are making on this. Okay, you can see how we have cleared all the trees all the way around here, And we cleared all the trees around here, and we're starting to work on this little section here. I only got that little bit left, and then we're going to clear here. Once this little section is done here, then we will be 100% done around our farm, enough to where we can do all of our fields and everything. So then we're going to start up in the corner up here, way up in here. We're going to take this section. And we're going to take the road, and we're going to go straight up. We're going to make a road, and then we're going to clear everything that side of the road. And then we're going to come down here to the next section where the next road is, clear that. So that's what we've got planned. Let me turn this off like that, and then turn the flight state off. Whoops. There we go. Turn that off like that. So there we go. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's what we got planned. Thank you guys for the amazing comments. So, like I said, when we hit 5 million liters of silage, it will fit in the wagon over there that holds 5 million liters straight ahead. And then we'll sell 5 million liters, which is 500,000, which shouldn't take me that long to do. This Omatana is pretty quick. So, as long as I can get 5 million liters in there, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. We're doing well, though. We want to get this loan paid off and then get the trees done, and then this series is done. So, boom, and then on. Whoops, got to unfold the pipe first. Now, this snuffle stock, or whatever it's called, allows us to turn on a dime, and we can go. So, I'll show you. It gives you this weird, like, white state, see? Like on the ground. And it takes 2 months to grow to the first stage. So, that's kind of awesome. But as you can see, we're going to get a massive amount of sugarcane off this. If the last field gave us 300,000, this is going to give us at least $500,000. At least. So that's what we're going to do on this episode. We're not going to sell anything. We're just going to keep going until we hit 500 or until we hit $1 million, and then we're going to bring you guys back and chunk off a loan and do some more work. And like I said, I'm just going to keep going and going and going. I'm still going to do it legit, but it's going to get to the point why I'm doing that is because the videos are going to start getting boring because it's literally rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. So I'd rather have you guys come back when there's a major chunk being taken off. So going forward, we're on episode 27 now. So I'm guessing about 35, and I may make it even 40 on this, which seems to be just about my going rate for series that I have to pay a massive loan back. It's about 40 to 45 episodes. So it's pretty cool. I mean, we're in year 3. In another 13 or 14 episodes, we're going to be on year 4. So that's pretty cool. And I really like this forage harvester because you can see with the little addition on there, I can turn on a dime. I can keep going because it holds 5 million liters, but one headland, and we're almost at 60,000 already. So as you can see now, when we get all done and we clear every tree, I'm going to do what's called a side-by-side. And if I can figure out how to do it, and post and play a video of like a montage of what it looked like when we started and what it looks like now. So, or I'll just, kind of chop up the video and post a little bit, do like a flyover of what it looked like, and then another couple seconds do a flyover of what we did, and maybe a voiceover, so we can see where we're going. But that's pretty cool. And then from here, we're going on to backcountry. But that one is going to be done with the tree harvester. So that one's going to be a while. Now that series has, or that map, shall we say, has over 90,000 trees on it. And that's coming directly from the map author of Backcountry. So, yeah, that's going to be a really trip and a half. And the realistic series, the Raznik realistic series, that's going to be a while too. So what we may have to do is post maybe a third series going at the same time because those other two are pretty much going to be permanent. And the reason why is our good friend MT Pockets has been on Backcountry now for, I think he's episode pretty close to over 100 now. I know that. And he's still, look at that, 104,000 with one headland. That's crazy. That's good. Like I said, and we only had 300,000 on the last one. And he still hasn't even got, I think he just hit like 27 or 28,000 trees. So we're, that one's going to be pretty much a long series, as well as the ultra realistic series. But like we stated in yesterday's video, that the Ultra Realistic Series right now, we're going to play it 30 minutes on, 30 minutes off. And then eventually, when we don't have much going on, maybe an hour on, or like a 30-minute on and then an hour and a half off. So we can start jumping by, 2 hours and stuff, which I still may do. Depends. But it's, we've really done well on this series, and to stay focused as long as I have. I'm really proud of myself to keep going. And you figure we harvested all 8 fields or whatever we have, 8 different fields and 4 grass fields, I think. No, because there's 10 fields. So we have 3 grass fields and 7 regular fields of all oats, and then all canola. And now we're on our 2nd field of sugarcane. So I'm really considering on backcountry doing all my fields in what's the word I'm looking for there? The wood chip one, poplars, just because I've never done them. And that regrows too. But we're also going to have a different animal on that one, so we might have to do crops of some sort. But we'll see. But it'll be fun. This one I didn't have to create too many fields because I didn't have to create any fields because there was already fields going, as you can see. Whoops, my controller died. Hang on a second. It'll catch me in a minute. There it goes. I moved it just right, and it was like, whoa. That's my fault. But, yeah, this Colossus pack is pretty cool. But, yeah, we didn't have to. I was going to show you on the map here. Yeah, we didn't have to create any fields. Now, we could have done a DJ Go Ham and created, like, one giant, enormous field. But the only thing bad about big fields, and I'm finding this out on Judith, Montana, is they take a long time to harvest. They really do. Even at 6 miles an hour, 7 miles an hour, they take a long, long, long time to harvest. We're going to be at almost 200,000 just on 2 headlands. That's insane. That's awesome. I mean, you get a ton of yield. So, right now, that's $19,000 that we've made on this field alone. Last time we made a bunch. I think we ended up with, I think it was like $57,000. But, yeah. Thank you guys also for the input, like when it comes to different crops and stuff. Like, Michelle put out she's a newer family member, but she's commenting, or he, might be a she or he. I don't know who's behind the keyboard, but I do know their name is a woman. But Michelle commented on the difference in cotton and how much, and so far, sugarcane is actually winning. Sugarcane is winning as far as how much money you make. I know that poplar, I've watched several videos on it, and you don't make a lot because it's only wood chips. And you don't get nearly the yield, but this sugarcane is absolutely crazy for yield. As you can see, we're just starting our 3rd headland, and we're at over 220,000 liters already. I think it was like 300,000 for the last field, so we're going to be close to $500,000 on this one. And that's pretty cool. So, lots of trees to still take care of, so we're going to be doing that. But now that I have my Prinroth, my Wolf, T-Wolf, or whatever it's called, Agri-Wolf, 900 horsepower, and it hooks to everything. And it's so amazing, and it's so smooth. They did a really good job converting it. And I did find out, too, that I researched it with a good friend, Big A, over on YouTube and Twitch, that we have discovered that over 70% of all mods that are on FarmSim have come from previous iterations of FarmSim. So, like, Fs17 mods came over to Fs19, and Fs19 mods came over to Fs22, and then back to 25, so on and so forth. Like in Fs11, as AK can attest to, Fs11, Fs13, 15, they didn't have too many mods that converted over. Because I don't know if it was easy back then or whatever, but they didn't. But from Fs17, 19, 22, 25, it's been pretty much 70% of the mods have all come over. So, yes, it's the same. So, as I told Russell, that when the maps start dropping that he really loves, his Irish maps and things that he really likes, because the aesthetics is better on Fs25, but the gameplay, to me, was a lot smoother on Fs22. And it was even smoother yet on Fs19. So the gameplay was better in the older versions, in my opinion. Maybe it's just because as we get more and more iterations of Farm Sim out, it just kind of feels the same after a while. But the gameplay was smoother for sure on Fs17, Fs19. But the maps and the environment and the lighting and thing is way, way, way better in Fs25. Now, in the beginning, I was having problems when I was on backcountry the first time. I had a lot of problems with the fog and everything, but I knew it. I told you guys a gazillion, bazillion, 3,000 million times that somebody was going to make a mod to shut the fog off, and ever since then, it doesn't affect the map and gameplay. As you can see, it's pretty much, I can record any time of the day now, so it's pretty cool. So there we just 300,000. We just beat the last total on this, on the other field. Like I said, this is one of our biggest fields. And then off camera, I will finish. Well, we might get this harvest done, to be honest with you. And then the end of this month, I will mow every piece of grass that we have available to mow. And then I will put it in a silage thing. And then when we have 5 million liters of silage, which fits in this wagon that I'm holding right here, we will be able to sell it. And like I said, it'll be great. And then I'm only going to do that every couple of months, so I know that the grass is fully ready to go. I might do it every 3 months because you guys all know that grass grows. It takes 2 full months to grow. But if you wait the 3rd month, it says ready to harvest after 2 months. And you technically can harvest it after 1. You just don't get much yield. I found that out the hard way when I mowed that grass field straight across there. I normally get about 167,000 liters off that field straight ahead. And the one time I did it after 1 month, I only got 67,000. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. But we are just rocking and rolling and moving and grooving. This series has been an absolute blast, and especially now that I have my T-Wolf. Now I can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 trees in an hour if I wanted. So this is what I like right here. See? That's a game changer, that little extender there. Back in FS17, we had something, I think it was either 17 or 19, when we had the lift. Remember, you could pull it. It's the same concept, where it has a 3-point hitch on the back of it and a PTO, and it pulls it. So this is just crazy. It's good for mowing. It's good for tedding. It's good for all kinds of things because you can make a wider circle. So, yep, we're definitely going to hit 400,000. So we'll have more, and then I will have to, and then I can harvest it. Then I can fertilize it, but I don't. Can you put double fertilizer rate on solid fertilizer? Can you only do that on slurry manure? I'd like to be able, if I could add the double fertilizer rate on it, I could put it on there and then be done with it. Fertilize it one time and be done with it. May use more fertilizer, but why did we go? Oh, the factories. The factories running. No, it can't be the factories. I don't have any factories running right now. So why did we lose money? I want to check something real quick while we're on the thing here. Let's see. Do I have anything on? Stop and go braking. Nothing on. So why is it I don't have any factories running right now? I dropped from 190. I didn't hire a worker. Not that I know of. Now, I don't know if that's the proper way also to harvest sugarcane, because I know, first of all, this header is wrong. I know it takes a special machine in real life. This is a modded one. But I would assume they harvest it the same way. I mean, right? But anyways, we're wrapping up this video. So another 20 minutes. We're going to hit right here. We're going to hit real close to 400,000. before this is done here, and we may hit close to 500,000 on this field, which is pretty cool. So on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding ding bell to get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will be right back here tomorrow with another episode of the Raznik Realistic Series. So off camera, I will finish this harvest. I will get this fertilized so she can grow. I will then take and I will mow every piece of grass, get our silage production going, and then I will cut another 100 trees off camera. For that's just this month, okay? Then next month and so on and so forth. And remember, our milk now is automatically sells at 6 o'clock, as well as we have to purchase all fertilizer. We have to purchase all TMR. So 1 million liters cost us, and I just bought it. That's about what it uses between the two pens. It's about 1 million liters per day for 2,000 cows. Isn't bad. It cost me $67,000. That's it. As you can see, when I started the day, I started with 190,000, and that was after buying everything that I needed. So that's pretty cool. So on that note, guys and gals, get out of here, and I will catch you guys right back here tomorrow. Have a great one.